So that is the 4 stages of social selling. Um, that's the funnel, that's the social selling funnel, and hopefully that all made sense. What we will look at very quickly is just how to measure social selling success, and it's not easy. It is very difficult, because if you're manually building those connections, and you're putting out pieces of content there, and obviously you can measure the success of the content in terms of social media engagements and clicks through to your website and subscriptions and so on. But it is hard to measure because um, it's a long-term objective, it's a long-term goal, so it can be difficult to measure that. But there is a tool that I'm going to share with you, called the Social Selling Index on LinkedIn. And to navigate to it there, you just log into your LinkedIn account if you have one. If you don't, get one, and click on the linkedin.com/sales/SSI. And what it does, basically, it measures a company's or an individual's adoption of the 4 pillars of selling on LinkedIn, or social selling, based on a scale of 0 to 100. Um, 4 pillars are professional brand, which we spoke about, finding the right people, engaging with insights, and building strong relationships, which is what social selling is, what we spoke about here. So under create a professional brand, LinkedIn looks at key elements such as, you know, have you put together a complete professional brand profile, cover photos, every aspect of your profile completed, how many posts have you created, um, you know, how many page views have your posts got if you're using maybe LinkedIn Pulse, how many followers or connections do you have, and so on. Finding the right people then is about, you know, I suppose LinkedIn wants you to prospect efficiently by finding the right people, with uh, their search tools and so on, and are you reaching out to the relevant people? So they have an algorithm which measures what you do and the people that you're connected with and what they do, and they'll score you on that. The third pillar is about engaging with insights, which LinkedIn define as, discover and share valuable information to initiate or maintain a relationship. This measures engagement in terms of number and shares, likes and comments, and the posts that you are receiving. So again, like we spoke about content marketing, are you providing valuable information? If you are, you will get engagements, and that again maintains and builds those relationships, which is the fourth um, key pillar. And I suppose the 3 key pillars sort of culminate that, sort of build strong relationships. And this measures, I suppose, how successful you are at expanding your network, and to not only reach direct prospects, but also you know who can introduce you to other prospects, through that whole networking relationship. According to LinkedIn, the higher your score, the better you are at building relationships, generating leads and sales on LinkedIn. So how do you measure your score? So obviously it's from 0 to 100, and LinkedIn said that highly active LinkedIn users gain 45% more sales opportunities, they're 51% more likely to hit their quotas, and 80% more productive. And they do claim that the higher the score, the more successful that salesperson or that company is at reaching their sales goals. And so while the score isn't a guarantee of increased sales success, it does make a strong connection between specific and targeted networking activities and an increase in sales opportunities and the potential to get more prospects. And I suppose it is still up to you to find and utilize, I suppose, a tool like the Social Selling Index, and grow your sales. So you do need to keep track of that. Opinions do vary sort of greatly as to whether LinkedIn's SSI tool, the Social Selling Index tool, is helpful, or maybe just a vanity metric. But LinkedIn says there's a direct correlation between high Social Selling Index scores and sales opportunities. So Something to consider, and another tool to help you get an idea of how your social selling activities are doing. One of the things I said was about measuring social selling can be very difficult. There are a number of tools that can help, I suppose, track your leads, track what stage of the funnel they're at. One example is LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and what it does, it helps sales people connect with potential prospects. It uses an algorithm that allows, I suppose, you to interact with potential leads and potential prospects that are recommended to you based on, you know, your business and what the parameters that you put into your business and the parameters of potential clients that you want to see and want to connect with. So that algorithm, you know, gives you prospects essentially. You can also integrate CRM tools or ERP tools into your Sales Navigator as well. So Salesforce or whatever it is, they can be integrated into that too, which makes that social selling aspect really simple. You'll be talking around £50 a month for that LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Another social selling tool is Hootsuite, and that allows you to manage, I suppose, a variety of social media networks all in the one place. You can manage the content that is posted in one place, and you can look at performance measurements and, you know, how your social selling tactics are impacting on actual sales. So it's and it's a really good social networking tool. And whether you're focused on nurturing LinkedIn prospects or you want to increase sales on Facebook, you know, Hootsuite can really help you monitor your social selling tactics, and you'll be talking maybe around £25 a month for the basic package on Hootsuite. Another tool is HubSpot, and a bit like Hootsuite, you know, you can connect with people and publish on social media content, so it's a real time-saving tool. You can publish social media content all within HubSpot. You can build campaigns and monitor mentions and connect with engaged users all within HubSpot, and it allows you to track leads, and it has really good automation tools as well. You know, for example, a couple of weeks ago, I have a subscription to HubSpot, or I have a free subscription to HubSpot, and recently I visited the pricing page, and I got an email 5 minutes later to say, you know, hi Declan, you know, my name's X, Y, and Z. I'm a sales rep with HubSpot. I see you're visiting the payment page or the pricing page. Can I help you with anything? So you can really automate those customer journeys, and I suppose that's maybe more advanced, bringing them from social selling into maybe online selling and marketing automation. And the last tool there is Zimplify, a company based in Port Stewart, where they have real sales and marketing automation software, which allows you to use LinkedIn to prospect customers online. You know, you can generate up to 1,000 leads per month. You can run multi-channel marketing campaigns on various social media platforms. You can create automated journeys and really, you know, funnel and nurture leads on social media. And it is an enterprise level tool, a bit like HubSpot. So some social selling tools to help. But what I would say is before you engage with any of these tools and start paying for them, is to get the process right, get the processes in place. First of all, before you look to spend money with an all singing, all dancing platform, I guess. So that is the presentation and the webinar. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to field them. Thank you for everyone who's attended today's workshop. So it's just to summarize, I would say that if any business on here today hasn't looked at social selling as of yet, please do, especially if you're a B2B business. Remember that the focus is not on selling, it's on building the relationships through connecting with prospects first of all, meeting their needs and answering their questions via content and content marketing, and then nurturing them along that customer buyer journey with that content until they're ready to buy. And then ideally when they're ready to buy, they'll contact you first. So I'll now pass you back to the guys who hopefully have some questions for me.